We are aware, Ken, that youth have barricaded some roads there, but what can you tell us now?
All right, Smriti, I can't tell you exactly what's happening deep inside the village, but what we know from where we are, that is Olympic Primary School. When we reported lastly from this location, Smriti, we told you that the gate was barricaded. The returning officers and the presiding officers in this election had not managed to get inside here, but now the story has changed. They managed to get access to this place, and they are right here, inside here, with all their ballot boxes and the election materials. However, they have not been able to receive voters here. This is because of what is going on right outside Olympic Primary School. If you can see beyond where we're standing, because we are strategically located at the 4th floor of one of the classrooms here, there's a lot of people on the other side. Right in the middle is a wall, the wall that fences this school, and then on our side are the policemen. They have gotten reinforcement here 3 times. We have the water boosters or the water cannons. 3 of the 2 of them here. One has run out of water. The other one is currently trying to push the crowd out of this place. They are getting their comfort in their homes, which the police cannot get into it. And if you can see those pictures, those are the gentlemen standing on top of their buildings, and there are others who are standing right at the boundary where the police has managed to push them. It's been back and forth, Smriti, since very early in the morning here with these protesters who managed to come and barricade this school. They were trying to stop the ballot materials or the polling materials from getting inside here. So what has been happening is that the police have been pushing them to their homes. Then once the police retreat, they will come out and trying to push the police again. So it's been a back and forth since morning, Smriti. And so far, one person has been injured. He was shot in the leg, but the bullet passed through. We saw the Red Cross earlier come and pick him up and offer some first aid. Then they drove away with the man, presumably probably to the hospital, but that's the only injury that has been reported. But they are stone throwing youth. As soon as they are pushed back, they come back in, and what they're doing currently is they're stoning the buildings here, throwing stones on top of the buildings to try and distract the people who are inside here, because their aim is to ensure that no one comes here to vote. And also, we have gone around this area. We were at the social ground where there was some voting. About an hour ago when we left Smriti, they had just hit the 40 people mark. 40 people had voted. We went to Jamhuri Primary School where there were some people voting. The presiding officer there told us they had around 27 people by the time we were there. We've also gone to Ayany and other locations. The turnout is not impressive at all. Actually, they're trickling. You can see a person walk in, vote. After some time, you see another person walk in and vote. But at least there are areas in this region, the Makina area, there's a lot of calm. There are some people who are voting there. But Olympic now is the battle zone, where we have the youth, the rioters or the protesters throwing stones at the police, trying to push them away from this location. But as I said earlier, the presiding officers have managed to get the voting materials to Olympic Primary School. The gates were open. This huge contingent of security personnel here, fully armed, fully clothed in the anti-riot gear. And even if you look at where we're standing and where they are, which is somewhere right there, you'll see a lot of their vehicles just parked. There are a lot of trees, so you'll not be able to see them, but there's a lot of security personnel here to ensure that this being the battle zone, there are those people who wish to vote. So happening throwing youth and the police trying to keep them away from the polling stations. Ready?
All right, Ken Majungu, thanks very much for that update. As we could see, there wasn't so much movement there by those NASA supporters, and hopefully it will stay that way and the situation will remain under control.